Princess Sofia was walking through the royal gardens, enjoying the warm sunshine and the sweet smell of flowers. The birds were chirping happily, and the fountains sparkled like diamonds in the morning light. Everything seemed peaceful in Enchantia. But Sofia had a feeling that something unusual was about to happen. "Clover! Amber! Come here!" Sofia called, waving at her friends. Clover, the little white rabbit, hopped quickly over, his ears twitching nervously. Amber, her stepsister, followed gracefully, adjusting her royal gown as she approached. "What's going on, Sofia?" Amber asked, curious. "You have to see this," Sofia said, pointing toward a tree at the far end of the garden. Sitting on a low branch was a small, glowing bird. Its feathers shimmered like crystal, reflecting all the colors of the rainbow. It wasn't any ordinary bird, it was magical. Its bright, shining eyes looked straight at Sofia, as if it understood her. Clover's nose twitched. "Wow, it's beautiful, but it looks a little delicate." Sofia nodded. "I think it's very special, and I have a feeling it might need our help." Just as she said that, the bird gave a small, musical chirp. The sound was unlike anything Sofia had heard before. It sounded like tiny bells ringing. And then, with a flutter of its crystal wings, the bird flew down and landed gently on Sofia's hand. "Hello, little friend," Sofia whispered, stroking the bird's shimmering feathers. "I'm Princess Sofia. Don't worry, we'll take care of you." Amber gasped. "Its feathers are sparkling so brightly. I've never seen a bird like this." Clover nodded. "Yeah, it looks like it's made of crystal. But why is it here in the garden?" Sofia looked around. The royal gardens were quiet, and there was no sign of any other birds. "I'm not sure," she admitted. "But I have a feeling this bird is very important. And I think someone might want to take it away." Just as the words left her lips, the bushes rustled. Sofia turned quickly, her heart beating fast. From behind the flowers, a shadowy figure appeared. It was a small, sneaky-looking creature, moving quietly on the ground. It had sharp eyes and long fingers, reaching toward the glowing bird. Sofia stepped in front of the bird, holding it close. "Hey, don't touch the bird," she shouted. The creature froze, then let out a small, nervous laugh. "Oh, Princess Sofia, I was only curious," it said. "But such a shiny, magical bird, it belongs to me." Sofia frowned. "This bird doesn't belong to anyone. It's free, and it's very special. You can't take it." Amber stepped forward. "Sofia's right. You can't just grab a magical creature like that. Leave it alone." Clover hopped closer, twitching his nose. "Yeah, we're going to protect it." The creature scowled and disappeared quickly into the bushes, leaving a small trail of dark smoke behind. The bird chirped nervously, looking at Sofia with its bright crystal eyes. Sofia hugged it gently. "It's okay, little friend," she whispered. "We'll make sure no one hurts you." Sofia carried the crystal bird to a safe place in the garden, a small gazebo that was hidden behind blooming flowers. She placed a soft cushion on the floor and let the bird perch there. The bird chirped happily, as if it understood that it was safe now. Amber looked around thoughtfully. "Sofia, if someone tried to take the bird, maybe we should figure out why. Maybe it's not just a normal magical bird. Maybe it has a very important job." Sofia nodded, thinking carefully. "You're probably right. I've read stories about magical creatures in Enchantia. Some are rare and very powerful. Maybe this crystal bird has a special magic that protects the kingdom, or maybe it has a secret we need to uncover." Clover's ears twitched nervously. "Do you think we'll have to fight that sneaky creature if it comes back?" Sofia smiled reassuringly. "We'll figure it out, Clover. But right now, we need to make sure the bird is safe. That's our first job." The bird hopped onto Sofia's shoulder and nuzzled her cheek. Its feathers sparkled like tiny diamonds in the sunlight. Sofia felt a wave of warmth in her heart. She knew that she had a responsibility now, to protect the crystal bird, no matter what challenges might come. Suddenly, the bird chirped loudly, and a small trail of sparkling light appeared, leading toward the forest at the edge of the garden. Sofia followed its light, feeling a mix of excitement and worry. I think the bird wants to show us something, she said. Amber gasped. Maybe it's trying to tell us where it belongs, or maybe it knows something about the creature that tried to take it. Sophia nodded. Then we should follow it. But carefully. We don't know what dangers might be waiting in the forest. Clover twitched his nose. I'm ready. Let's protect the bird together. Sophia smiled at her friends. Yes, we'll protect it. Together. As the three of them followed the sparkling light deeper into the forest, Sophia's heart raced with a mix of excitement and courage. She knew that this was the beginning of an important adventure, one that would test her bravery, her cleverness, and her kindness. The crystal bird fluttered ahead, guiding them through the trees. Its light grew brighter and brighter, illuminating the path. Sophia felt certain of one thing. The magic of this little bird was very strong, and it was her job to make sure that its magic stayed safe. Little did Sophia know, the challenges ahead would not just test her strength, they would teach her the true meaning of friendship, trust, and courage. And so, Princess Sophia's new adventure began, protecting the mysterious, magical crystal bird from danger, discovering its secrets, and proving that bravery comes from the heart. Princess Sophia followed the glowing crystal bird as it fluttered deeper into the forest. The sunlight filtering through the trees created dancing patterns on the ground, and the soft rustle of leaves made the forest feel alive. Clover hopped close to her side, his little heart racing with excitement, while Amber floated gracefully behind, keeping a careful eye on their surroundings. The forest feels different, Amber whispered. It's peaceful, but it almost seems like it's hiding something. Sophia nodded. I think you're right. The bird led us here for a reason. We need to find out what it wants to show us, and stay alert in case that sneaky creature comes back. As they walked along the winding path, the bird chirped cheerfully, leaving tiny trails of sparkling light behind. Every now and then, it stopped to hover over something, an unusual plant, a shimmering rock, or a patch of colorful mushrooms, and chirped again, almost as if telling Sophia to pay attention. Clover twitched his nose nervously. Do you think these things are dangerous? Sophia smiled. I don't think so. I think the bird wants to teach us something. Magical creatures usually leave signs when they need help. Suddenly, the forest grew darker. The trees formed a thick canopy overhead, and the chirping of ordinary birds faded away. A soft mist began to drift between the trees, and the sparkling trail of the crystal bird glowed brighter, cutting through the fog like a ribbon of light. Amber shivered slightly. This is a little spooky. Sophia held Clover close and whispered, Don't worry. We just have to trust the bird. If it led us here, it knows the way. As they walked carefully, the forest opened up to reveal a small clearing. In the center was a tiny pond that shimmered with rainbow-colored reflections. The crystal bird fluttered above the water, chirping excitedly. Sophia approached the edge of the pond, peering in. To her amazement, the water was filled with magical energy. Tiny lights swirled beneath the surface, and shapes of fish made of crystal swam gracefully in the pond. It was like the bird had led them to a hidden world within the forest, a secret place full of magic. The bird, it brought us here to protect this pond, Sophia realized. The magic in this forest is very powerful. Maybe the creature that tried to take the bird wants this magic too. Clover's ears twitched nervously. We have to make sure nothing bad happens. But how do we protect it? Amber thought for a moment. Maybe the crystal bird is like a guardian itself. If we stay close and watch over it, the magic will be safe. Sophia nodded. You're right. We need to be careful and stay alert. This forest might look calm, but magic can attract trouble. Just as she finished speaking, the bushes rustled behind them. The sneaky creature from the garden appeared again, its eyes gleaming with mischief. Ah, Princess Sophia, it said, grinning. I see you found the crystal pond. Such powerful magic. And now, I want it all for myself. Sophia stepped in front of the crystal bird, holding her hands out protectively. No, you can't take it. This magic belongs to the forest and the bird, not to anyone who wants to steal it. The creature laughed. You can try to stop me, little princess, but I'm cleverer than you think. It raised its hands, and a shadowy wave of dark energy surged toward the pond. The crystal fish scattered, and the water rippled violently. The crystal bird chirped loudly, its wings glowing brighter than ever. It darted in front of the wave, trying to protect the pond. Sofia knew she had to act fast. "Una taught me that magic comes from the heart, not just from power," she shouted. She focused on her own inner courage, imagining a shield of light forming around the pond. A soft glow radiated from her hands, wrapping the water in a protective barrier. Amber joined her, channeling her royal magic into the shield. Clover hopped up, trying to help in his own way by distracting the creature with small hops and swift movements. Together, the three friends strengthened the magical shield, protecting the crystal pond from the dark energy. The creature screeched in frustration. How is this possible?" Sofia stood firm. "Because the magic of friendship, courage, and kindness is stronger than greed. You can't harm this forest or this bird." With a final chirp, the crystal bird darted toward the creature. A burst of bright, sparkling light surrounded it, pushing it back. The creature shrieked and disappeared into the shadows, leaving a faint trail of smoke behind. The pond and its crystal fish were safe once more. Sofia let out a sigh of relief. "We did it. The pond is safe." Amber smiled proudly. "You were amazing, Sofia. The bird chose the right princess to protect it." Clover twitched his nose and laughed. "And we helped too. Teamwork saves the day again." The crystal bird landed on Sofia's shoulder, chirping happily. Its feathers glimmered in the sunlight that filtered through the trees, and its eyes shone with gratitude. Sofia hugged it gently. "Don't worry, little friend. I'll always protect you, no matter what." Sofia looked around the magical pond, feeling a deep connection to the forest. She realized that protecting something precious wasn't always easy, but it was worth every bit of effort. With her friends by her side, she knew she could face any challenge and keep the magic safe. As the sun began to set, casting golden light across the pond, Sofia made a promise. "I will always protect the crystal bird, the magic of this forest, and all the creatures who depend on it. Together, we can keep Enchantia safe and magical." And with that, Princess Sofia, Amber, Clover, and the crystal bird began their journey back to the castle, ready for whatever adventure might come next. But Sofia knew deep in her heart that this was just the beginning of a very special and magical quest. Princess Sofia, Amber, Clover, and the crystal bird returned to the royal gardens, but Sofia's mind was full of questions. The bird had led them to the magical pond, and the creature from the forest had tried to steal it. Something about this bird was far more important than it seemed. Sofia held the crystal bird gently in her hands. "I wonder why you're here, little friend. There must be a reason the forest chose you." Amber looked thoughtful. "Maybe it's a messenger, or maybe it has a secret power that the kingdom needs. Magical creatures often do." Clover twitched his nose nervously. "But what kind of power? And what if that sneaky creature comes back?" Sofia nodded. "We have to be ready for anything. But first, we need to understand the bird." She turned to the small crystal bird, which chirped softly and hopped onto her shoulder. Its feathers sparkled like tiny diamonds in the sunlight, and its eyes seemed to hold a gentle intelligence. "I think you're trying to tell us something," Sofia whispered. She closed her eyes and focused, remembering everything she had learned about magic from her friends and mentors in Enchantia. The bird's glow intensified, and a small, musical note floated from its beak. Suddenly, Sofia felt a warm wave of magic flow through her. She opened her eyes to see faint images in the air, visions of the forest, the pond, and the guardians of the crystal magic. The bird's chirps created pictures in her mind. It showed her a hidden crystal grove deep in the mountains, where magic from the pond was concentrated. Amber gasped. "Sofia, that bird isn't just magical, it's a guide. It wants to lead us to the source of the magic." Clover's ears twitched. "Wow, so it's not just a pretty bird. It's important for the kingdom." Sofia nodded. "We have to make sure the magic is safe. If the creature from the forest gets to it first, it could cause trouble for everyone in Enchantia." Determined, Sofia gathered her friends. We're going to follow the crystal bird to the hidden grove. We need to protect the magic at its source and understand why it chose the bird. The bird chirped excitedly and flapped its wings, sending sparkling light in all directions. It flew ahead, leading the way through the forest, past familiar paths, and into a deeper, wilder area. The trees grew taller and thicker, and the air shimmered with magic. As they followed, the crystal bird paused suddenly. In front of them was a narrow cave, carved from smooth stone. The cave glowed faintly with a soft, rainbow light. Sophia approached carefully. This must be it, the hidden crystal grove. Amber stepped forward, her eyes wide with wonder. It's beautiful. Look at all the crystals. The cave was filled with hundreds of crystal formations, each radiating magical light. The air hummed softly with power, and tiny sparkles floated like fireflies. In the center of the cave, a pool of clear, shimmering water reflected the colors of the crystals. The crystal bird flew toward the pool and chirped happily. Then, suddenly, the shadowy creature appeared again, sliding out from behind a crystal. You think you can protect this magic forever, Princess Sofia? It hissed. I will take it all for myself. Sophia stood firmly. No, this magic is not yours. You can't steal it. The creature raised its hands, and dark energy spread across the cave, trying to reach the pool. The crystals trembled, and the air became tense. Clover hopped in front of Sophia bravely. You can't scare us. We're going to protect the bird and the magic. The crystal bird flapped its wings, and a beam of light shot from its feathers, creating a protective barrier around the pool. Sophia joined hands with Amber and Clover, focusing her magic and love for her friends. Together, their combined courage and determination strengthened the crystal barrier. Sophia shouted, "We won't let you harm the magic." The shadowy creature growled, frustrated. How is this possible? Sophia took a deep breath. Because the strongest magic is the magic of kindness, courage, and friendship. With a final burst of light from the crystal bird, the creature was pushed back. It shrieked and vanished into the shadows, leaving the cave peaceful once more. The crystals sparkled brightly, and the pool glowed with soft, steady magic. Sophia breathed a sigh of relief. We did it. The magic is safe. The crystal bird chirped, fluttering around Sophia's head, as if thanking her. Its feathers shimmered even brighter than before. Sophia hugged it gently. You're safe now. I promise, we will always protect you. Amber smiled proudly. You were amazing, Sophia. You didn't just protect the bird, you protected the heart of the forest's magic. Clover twitched his nose. And we helped too. Teamwork really is powerful. Sophia looked around the crystal grove, feeling a deep sense of responsibility and pride. She understood now that the crystal bird was not only magical, it was a guardian of the forest's secrets. And it had chosen her to protect it, to ensure that its magic remained safe for everyone in Enchantia. The crystal bird chirped again and flapped its wings, sending a trail of sparkling light toward the cave exit. Sophia smiled. I think it's time to go back. But I know this is just the beginning. We'll always be ready to protect the magic, wherever it leads us. And so, Princess Sofia, Amber, Clover, and the crystal bird returned from the hidden grove, knowing that the bond between them had grown stronger, and that the adventure had only just begun. Princess Sofia, Amber, Clover, and the crystal bird returned to the castle gardens after their adventure in the hidden crystal grove. But Sophia couldn't shake the feeling that the danger wasn't over. The shadowy creature from the forest had vanished, but it had left behind a trail of dark energy in the air, a warning that it would return. Sophia held the crystal bird gently in her hands, feeling its magical warmth. We need to stay alert. This bird is more important than we ever imagined, and someone, or something, might try to take it again. Amber nodded. We'll be ready, Sophia. But maybe we should learn more about its magic. The more we know, the better we can protect it. Clover twitched his nose nervously. But what if the creature comes back before we're ready? Sophia looked out at the horizon, determination shining in her eyes. Then we'll face it together. We can't let anyone harm the crystal bird or the magic it protects. That night, as the castle slept peacefully, a storm rolled over the kingdom. Dark clouds swirled above, and flashes of lightning illuminated the sky. Sophia woke to the sound of a loud, strange cry, a sound she had never heard before. She looked out her window and saw a shadow moving swiftly through the gardens, heading straight for the crystal bird's safe place. Sophia leapt out of bed, calling Amber and Clover. "It's back! The creature is trying to steal the bird." The three friends ran to the gardens, where the crystal bird chirped nervously, fluttering its wings in alarm. The shadowy creature emerged from the darkness, its eyes glowing with greed and power. "You cannot stop me this time, Princess Sofia. The crystal bird and its magic will be mine." Sophia stepped forward, holding the bird close. "No, you won't touch it. Its magic belongs to the forest, to Enchantia, and to everyone who protects it." The creature sneered and raised its hands, sending a wave of dark energy toward the bird. The crystal bird flapped its wings, and a bright, sparkling light shot out, forming a protective barrier. But this time, the creature's power was stronger, and the light trembled under the attack. Sophia realized that the creature's dark magic was fueled by greed and anger. She knew she needed to act quickly. "Amber, Clover, we have to combine our strength. The magic of friendship and courage is stronger than anything else." Amber focused her royal magic, sending a stream of golden light toward the crystal bird. Clover hopped close, his quick movements creating small diversions to confuse the creature. Sophia concentrated, her heart full of bravery and love for her friends, and her own light joined Amber's, forming a protective shield around the crystal bird. The creature screeched in frustration. "Impossible! How can your weak magic fight mine?" Sophia's eyes shone brightly. "This isn't weak magic. This is the magic of friendship, courage, and protecting what's right." The crystal bird chirped loudly, flapping its wings and adding its magic to theirs. The combined light grew stronger and stronger, pushing back the dark energy. The creature staggered, its power weakening under the force of the pure, protective magic. Sophia stepped closer to the bird. "We won't let you take it. Its magic is meant to help, not harm." She raised her hands, sending a wave of sparkling light that connected with the crystal bird. The bird glowed brighter than ever, and a beam of light shot toward the creature. With a final, frustrated screech, the shadowy creature vanished into the night, leaving behind a faint wisp of smoke. The storm clouds parted, revealing a sky full of stars. The crystal bird fluttered happily, its feathers sparkling in the moonlight. Sophia hugged the bird gently. "It's okay, little friend. You're safe now. We protected the magic together." Amber smiled proudly. "Sophia, you were amazing. You stayed brave and focused even when the creature was so powerful." Clover twitched his nose. "Yeah. And we helped too. Teamwork really works." Sophia looked around at the peaceful garden, feeling a warm sense of accomplishment. She realized that protecting something precious wasn't just about magic, it was about courage, trust, and the willingness to stand up for what's right. The crystal bird chirped again, fluttering around Sophia's head as if thanking her. Its bright, shining feathers reflected the moonlight, creating tiny rainbows across the garden. Sophia smiled. "I promise, little friend, we'll always keep you safe, no matter what." As the friends returned to the castle, Sophia felt stronger and wiser. She knew that the crystal bird had chosen her for a reason, and she was determined to honor that trust. The adventure had tested her bravery, her heart, and her friendship, but she had proven that courage and kindness could overcome even the greatest threats. The crystal bird nestled on Sophia's shoulder, and together they looked up at the stars. Sophia whispered softly, "The adventure isn't over, little friend. But as long as we stick together, we can face anything." And with that promise, Princess Sofia, Amber, Clover, and the crystal bird returned to their safe place in the castle gardens, ready to protect the magic of the forest and Enchantia for many adventures to come. The next morning, Princess Sofia woke early, still feeling the warmth of the crystal bird's magic from the night before. The garden was calm, and the sunlight sparkled on the flowers and fountains. Clover hopped around excitedly, and Amber stretched gracefully, both of them eager to start the day. Sofia looked down at the crystal bird perched on her shoulder. "You're safe now, little friend. But I feel like there's still more for us to discover about you and your magic." The bird chirped softly, sending a small trail of sparkling light into the air. It fluttered toward a hidden corner of the garden, where a group of small, glowing crystals grew on the ground. Sofia followed, curious. As she approached, she noticed a faint symbol etched into the largest crystal. It looked like a delicate heart surrounded by rays of light. Amber gasped. "Sofia, this looks like a magical message. Maybe the bird has been trying to show us the true source of its power." Sofia nodded thoughtfully. "I think you're right. The magic isn't just in the bird, it's in all the good things it stands for: friendship, courage, kindness, and protecting what's right." Clover twitched his nose. "So the magic is inside all of us too?" Sofia smiled. "Exactly, Clover. That's why we were able to protect the bird and the crystal grove. It wasn't just the bird's magic, it was ours too, because we worked together and cared for each other." The crystal bird chirped happily and fluttered into the air. Its wings spread wide, shining brighter than ever. Suddenly, the garden was bathed in rainbow-colored light. The flowers shimmered, the fountain sparkled, and the magical crystals on the ground glowed like tiny stars. The crystal bird circled Sofia 3 times, then landed gently on the symbol etched in the largest crystal. The symbol glowed brightly, and Sofia felt a gentle wave of magic flow through her. She realized the crystal bird had completed its mission. It had chosen her to protect the magic, and now the magic of the forest was safe and thriving, connected to the kindness and courage in Sofia's heart. Amber smiled warmly. "You did it, Sofia. You kept the magic safe, and you showed that true power comes from a good heart." Clover twitched his nose proudly. "Yeah. And we helped too. Teamwork really does make a difference." Sofia hugged her friends, feeling happy and proud. "We did this together. The crystal bird trusted us, and we proved that courage and friendship are stronger than any shadow or dark magic." Just then, a gentle voice echoed in the garden. It was a soft, musical voice, almost like the sound of tiny bells. "Thank you, Princess Sofia," the voice said. "Because of your bravery and heart, the magic of the crystal bird is safe. You have proven yourself worthy of its trust." The crystal bird chirped again, flying up and spreading its shimmering wings. Its glow filled the garden, and the magical crystals sparkled even brighter. Clover hopped in delight, and Amber clapped her hands softly. Sofia smiled and looked at the bird. "Don't worry, little friend. I'll always protect you. You're part of Enchantia's magic now, and we'll make sure it stays safe." The crystal bird chirped joyfully and flew in loops around Sofia, showering her and her friends with sparkling light. It was a celebration of courage, friendship, and the magic that comes from a kind heart. As the day went on, Sofia, Amber, and Clover returned to the castle. The crystal bird perched happily on Sofia's shoulder. They shared stories of their adventure with their friends, telling everyone about the magical forest, the hidden crystal grove, and the importance of protecting magic and friendship. Sofia felt a deep sense of pride and happiness. She realized that being a princess wasn't just about wearing a crown or attending royal events. It was about protecting what was precious, standing up for what was right, and caring for others. The crystal bird had reminded her of that lesson, and she knew she would never forget it. That evening, as the sun set and painted the sky in beautiful shades of pink and gold, Sofia sat quietly in the garden with the crystal bird nestled on her lap. Clover rested beside her, and Amber stood gracefully nearby. The garden was peaceful, filled with the soft chirping of the crystal bird and the gentle rustling of leaves. Sofia whispered softly, "Thank you, little friend, for trusting me. I promise I'll always protect you and the magic you represent." The crystal bird chirped happily in response, its feathers sparkling like diamonds. In that moment, Sofia understood the true meaning of courage and friendship, that magic was strongest when it was shared, protected, and nurtured by kind hearts. And so, Princess Sofia, with the crystal bird, Amber, and Clover by her side, knew that their adventure had come to a wonderful ending, but the magic of friendship, courage, and kindness would continue forever in Enchantia. The crystal bird settled on Sophia's shoulder for the night, and she looked up at the stars with a happy heart. She whispered, "Our adventure was magical, and it's only the beginning. Together, we can face anything." And with that, Princess Sophia and her friends enjoyed a peaceful, magical night, knowing that the crystal bird's magic, and their own hearts, would always shine brightly, protecting the kingdom and inspiring everyone around them.